Hello guys, this is Alex Bone FB, and today I'm going to be doing a little special tutorial, and that's on how to make a cool background image for like your desktop. So I made one here with the program I'm using, and it turned out pretty nice. So I'm going to be teaching you how to make something like similar to this, but it doesn't have to be exactly like it. So the program you need for this is Cinema 4D. So you're gonna need to get Cinema 4D. If I can find it. Where is it? There it is. It's a kind of hard program to grab a concept of. There's a lot of stuff you need to know, but I'm just gonna be teaching you some basic stuff that will just get you by. So first of all, you can see that we have our little floor thingy here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go to MoGraph and then go to Mode Text, and you'll see that you'll get text. And if you press this button right here, it'll basically render it, and this is what your picture would be. So if I just rendered it right now as a picture, this is what my background would look like. Pretty cool, huh? So yeah, you just want to click on this and then change the text down here to whatever you want. I'm just gonna do Alex Bowman FB, and you can press these things up here to do stuff. So like this one, if you hold it down and move it, it'll move like that. If you do this, it'll do that. Press this, it'll do this. So just fool around with that until you kind of get a familiar idea of it. And constantly press this so you know what it look like. I mean, this looks cool already as it is, but we're gonna make it look even cooler. So we're gonna go here down to the font, and we're just gonna choose a font we want. I like this font the best as bold, just because it looks cool. And you can see here that if you go like that, you can see it's like really thin. You can make it thicker if you just go down here to the depth, and I'm just gonna change to 80, and you'll see it gets thicker. So yeah. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna try and mess with the colors. Now, to do the colors, it's a little confusing at first, but it'll make sense eventually. What you're gonna want to do is double click in this space right here. Double click thing that pops up, and you'll see there's color. Just click the little color box there, and change it to whatever you want. I'll change it to like blue. That's one way to do it, and it will turn blue, as you can see right here. And if you drag it to the text, it would be blue. But what I like to do is you go to texture, gradient, and then you can do you can make one side light blue, and then the other one like close to black, dark blue. And then I just move this thing down like that, so it's like that. And then I add a luminance, and I'm going to go back to the color, and I'm going to copy the channel, go back to the luminance, and I'm going to paste the channel right there. And then you want to go to reflection, and you'll see it'll be a mirror, and you're like, oh no. But just go to the brightness and bring it down to like 20, somewhere around there. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take a color, and we're going to drag it to our name, and if we render it out, this is what it'll look like. Okay, so now what we need to do, if we want it to like have a reflection, like as if it's on something, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to this little light thingy and then a floor, right? And if you render it out, you'll see that it looks like that, and it really doesn't look like a floor. But we're gonna go down here, double click again, and we're gonna create another color that's gonna be black. You don't have to do a gradient for this. So it's black, as you can see, and we're just gonna add some colors, not colors, a reflection, just like that, and then we're gonna add to the floor. So you can see now that there's a reflection, and it looks quite nice. I'm just gonna drag this up a bit. Yep. So it looks pretty good. Everything looks pretty good, but there's a couple things that I wanted to add. Some light effects. So if we click on this thing again and go to light, you'll see everything will turn black, and if you render it out, like, it'll look the same, basically. But, oops. We're going to click the light thing here, and then you'll see that this is where the light's going to affect it. Just move it to, I would recommend the beginning of the word, but yeah, it just adds a nice effect to it. But yeah, the light usually is what I spend the most time on, because I don't know why. It's just what I spend the most time on. So yeah, you can see that we have some light here, and you're gonna have to mess with that so you can see the word properly, and it doesn't like mess up everything. Yeah, I'm just gonna try and hurry up and get this done. Alright, so after that, what we're gonna do is, you can see that it's kind of hard to see what's like in between letters and stuff. What we're gonna do to fix that, and also adds a bit of realism to it too, is we're gonna go to this, which is the render settings, and you should have it, the output, it should be, because right now it's gonna go to 320 by 240, which is in HD. You just click this thing, film and video, and then click the HDTV 720 29.97, and then you see that it'll do something to this. Just make it go as it was, and this will make the picture look a lot better. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go to Effect and Ambient Occlusion, and then we're going to have the minimum ray length to be 0, and then the maximum ray length to be 200, just to add a little more shadow, and the contrast is going to be 50, just to add a little more realism. So now when we render it, you'll see it'll take a lot longer than it normally did, but you'll see that it looks a lot better, and you can see everything a lot clearer, and there's little shadows everywhere, and it just looks a lot cooler. Alright, so this is basically the end product. You can do a whole bunch of other stuff, like, let's say you want it this to be slightly in the ground, and then if you go to this thing, you can bend it back like that. So if we render it out, it'll be in the ground. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of possibilities that you could try and do. Kind of looks like it's falling off a cliff. I don't know. But yeah, that's about it. You can also do some other stuff that I might do in future tutorials, like add a box, which you might want. You might want to add shapes and do your own thing, and you can change the size. I don't know. You can add colors to it too. But yeah, so that's basically the end of this tutorial. I'll just show you how to render it out quickly now. And what you basically do to render it out is you make sure that the save thing is a JPEG, because JPEGs are awesome, and that it's going to your desktop, and just name it whatever you want. So like, I don't even know. Yeah, you save it like that, and go to anti-aliasing or aliasing, and go to best animation, and we're gonna go to 4x4. Now you would never do this if you're gonna do a video, like, really, unless you have a really good computer. You would just leave it at 1x1 if you're really gonna do this, but it's a picture, and it's still gonna take a while too. So yeah, that's it. now you just click this thing and it'll render it out. And you can see it's taking a very long time, so you can see why it would be very bad making a video unless you have a very good computer. So yeah, guys, what could we talk about while it's rendering? I recently got 100 subscribers. Thank you again for that. It means a lot to me. I'm still not getting as many views though as I wish to. That might be because of inactive subscribers or just like stuff like that. So I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. Hopefully I start getting more views soon. So yeah, that's about it. Comment, rate, and subscribe.